Hi guys, it's Katie Clancy, and I am here, Katie Clancy of the Cape House at William Ravis, and I'm here in Yarmouth Port. Look behind me, down at Bray Farm, and I'm down at on the boardwalk. I'll show you the boardwalk I just came down. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm down at the marsh by Bray Farm, and I want to talk to you about some pretty serious buyer opportunities in a seller's market. And I picked this spot very specifically because we are down here in the marsh, which is one of the most beautiful spots in town, but it's also one of the lowest, and it's in the flood zone. Like so many of these areas by the marshes and by the water, especially on the bay side of Cape Cod. So everybody knows it's a seller's market right now, and prices are high and competition is brutal for buyers, but there, just like in any other market, there is an opportunity for buyers right now. So I'm kind of calling the flood zone the new short sale. So with recent weather events, the flooding, the stigma on flood properties, flood insurance, flood zone properties has increased dramatically. And it makes total sense. People are afraid of property damage or property loss. They're concerned about high premiums for their flood insurance and resale challenges. They're watching these properties just languish. I just showed an absolutely stunning property down on Dr. Botero Road in Dennis Village. You can see the marsh behind it, beach out front, but it's in the flood zone, and it's been on the market for quite a long time, and it's gone down from $2 million to about $1.5 million. It's a pretty serious price drop, and it's still sitting there. But for savvy buyers, there's an opportunity, but you have to do your homework. 3 things you need to do if you're considering a flood zone property. 1, you need to get an elevation certificate from the seller. Find out which zone it is exactly and exactly what your premium would be. It may be a premium that's not that bad. It might not be a horrible zone. If you find that the property's in the velocity zone, you know what? That's another tutorial. We're going to talk about places that are in the AE zone. Now, if it's in the AE zone, keep reading, okay? So it's in the AE zone. Okay, all right, fine. Well, how much of the property is in the AE zone? This is important to note, because if just part of the land is in the AE zone, no problem, man. It's just the land. It's not the house. That's okay. You're not going to pay the premiums, and you're not, according to FEMA, at great risk for property damage. And in some cases, you're in the AE zone because, like, the post of your deck is in the AE zone. Big dipsy doodle. Buy the house for a discount and tear the deck off or rebuild it so it's not in the zone. That's well worth the money. Also, you can find out, you may realize that, find out where the utilities are, like the heat, the hot water heater, all that jazz. If it's in the basement, sometimes you can take yourself out of the flood zone simply by moving those to a higher elevation, either on the main floor, in part of the garage, in some cases up in the attic. So this stuff can be solved. There's so many people who are just they're just saying, oh, I won't even look at a house in the flood zone. And I'm like, let's just look at houses in the flood zone. This is where the bargains are for the buyers, and they're at every price point. So you can often get these homes for a great price, invest a little bit of money towards a remedy, and take it out of the flood zone completely, and also reduce your risk and have a safer property. So there you have it. So flood zone properties are the new short sale, and there's lots of opportunity there, like I said, at every price point. And if you want to talk to me about that, I'm Katie Clancy at the Cape House, and you can find me at thecapehouseteam.com or call me at 508-737-1248.